Hello, this is the Monato Censors here, and with this political video, I'm going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. If you don't know who this person is, it's the person who killed two people in Kenosha. And there was a lot of conflicting, stories on what this kid was doing. Turns out he is under the age to have a gun in Wisconsin. It's 18. I know certain states you can have a gun, uh, you have to be 18 to purchase one, but not necessarily have one. And as far as I know, unless there's some kind I haven't looked this up, so I can't be 100% certain, but you have to be 18 to, have a gun there. So any preconceived notions of this with self-defense is gone. Now, if you watch the first where he killed this person, shot him in the head, I saw the video. I didn't see it until later. So when I first saw the second video, he did look like he was defending himself. But at further inspection, they did have video evidence of someone throwing something. At first, it was reported as a Molotov cocktail, which it's really hard to tell if it was one. It could have been. I'm not saying it's not, but it was really hard to tell. So either way, it doesn't really matter, of course. But I really like to highlight this. It didn't seem like that warranted. I don't know if this was before or after. I think it was before. I could be wrong on that. On shooting that didn't seem like it was justified to defend himself, even though I didn't know he was underage and couldn't have a gun. I just going off the just what I've seen, that didn't look like, even if he was, of age, right? Let's say he was 18 and he could legally have a gun. That didn't warrant, or it seemed like a warrant, lethal response. It's supposed to be equal force, so he didn't seem like his life was in danger at all. I think he was protecting someone else's property, but there's a problem with that. He doesn't have the authority to protect the property. So, I mean, I get if it was somebody that he was protecting, self-defense. This doesn't pertain to just yourself. If you see someone in trouble and they're about to get killed or badly injured, you can kill them in response to save their life. It's just not, you know, just for you. You can actually save someone's life if they're in danger too. So it just doesn't extend to yourself, but that didn't seem like the case. He didn't seem like he should have been there. He wasn't, owner didn't, as far as I can know, he didn't give permission to protect that place. I guess there's reports that this person came out from a different state, which I don't know. That could be not drug trafficking, but gun trafficking, depending on the laws with that and shit like that. But it seemed like this kid was looking for trouble, and he found it. And looks like the mob tried to chase him down. I wouldn't have done this myself, trying to, citizens arrest him mainly because he had a gun, and trying to get to him is really stupid, and just have the police handle it at that point in time, which they didn't, which is really odd. This guy tried to there's a video of him just walking up to the police with the freaking rifle around him, trying to surrender to them, and they don't do anything. Like, I don't know what the fuck was up with that. He clearly had a gun. He even adjusted it a couple times, which could have been perceived as reaching or trying to shoot, and they didn't do it. Maybe they didn't want to, they held back. I don't know what this fucking situation is. That was fucking weird. But it doesn't really matter. Nothing before what happened, even if it was self-defense, is gone. Even if he was of age. That's the problem. I don't think the first shooting was justified, even if he was of age. And I think he will face some kind of murder charges. because of the situation that he's in. Because you can't claim self-defense if you yourself are committing a crime. It's like I robbed somebody and someone saw that, or I was in the process of robbing someone with a gun and they saw me and they shot and they missed or something. I turned and I killed them. And I can't say I'm defending myself at that particular moment. I forfeited my right there. Pretty much that's how it boils down to. At least that's how I view it. It's really unfortunate this guy took two lives and the police seemingly didn't do anything about it. I'm surprised he wasn't shot right there and then with the police and all that stuff when he was approaching them. And hopefully he faces what he needs to face and he's charged appropriately. There's a lot of contention that he might get way lesser of a degree um, of a sentence. I just don't see it, mainly based probably because he's the color of his skin, which I don't believe in. But I mean, there is a possibility he might get off easy, but I don't fucking see it. It's got to be astronomically fucking unless he's super fucking rich. Laws apply differently if you fucking don't have money. But other than that, I don't see how he's going to fucking walk. I I don't know if the first degree murder charge will be brought up. Intent can be established by he traveled to this by crossing state lines and like so there is some kind of intent there. So that might be a very possible thing to have him face his first degree murder charges. If not that, definitely 100% second degree. They might try to get him on first degree. He might probably plead on the second degree. That's probably exactly what will happen. It won't be for a couple years, 2 to 4 years, I'm guessing, before he's sentenced. Because right now, I don't think he would receive a fair trial, even though I think he's guilty. But he's presumed innocent before he's guilty. Just because I think he's guilty doesn't mean he is, and vice versa. He is presumed innocent until found guilty in the court of law. And I'm 100% behind that, even though I do think he's guilty. He still has his due process just like anyone else. Other than that, thank you for listening. Rank, comment, subscribe.